Hello and welcome back. We have made it to California and our first stop is here in Mojave National Preserve. Woo!
Sit so close to the edge.
So we have driven not even like 2 minutes. We literally parked right over there, but we've driven to the Mojave Cross, which was first erected in 1934, and it's a memorial for all of the soldiers that have died in all wars. And then it was recreated or rededicated in 2012, and we're gonna just hike up. It's really small. So we have made it to the top of Tetonia Peak. It's apparently 5,000 feet tall, and in the distance we're able to see Sema Dome. If you're looking at a topographical map, it looks like just a circle because it slowly raises. So right over here in the distance you can see how it just slowly goes, and it's apparently this perfect circular shape. And as we were hiking up, it was really interesting because there was actually a huge wildfire here in August of 2020, and apparently it burned down over 1.3 million Joshua trees, which as we look out in the distance, we can just see like the crazy impact that had. It's more rare to find like the lush areas of the Joshua trees because pretty much everywhere that we can see from here has been burned from that fire.
So we have been living in the van for 6.5 months so far, and we have 5.5 months left. So technically we are more than 50% done with our trip.
Wow.
Did you think about that, Chad?
I was actually thinking about that recently. It's wild. I mean, it's already coming to an end. We can see the finish line, kind of.
That's really crazy. I feel like we just moved in not too long ago, but it also feels like we've been doing this for years and years and years. Like the time in the van has just been distorted.
We haven't really been talking about it much on camera, but we've been starting to plan for the future.
Yeah, but we're gonna keep most of it a secret so that whenever the time comes, you guys will be surprised as to where we chose to go or what we chose to do.
5.5 more months in the tiny van, and then we're moving on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why we're so obsessed with shadows.
So, now that we are more than halfway done with our 1-year road trip, we are more seriously asking ourselves if we want to make a documentary at the end of it. And I don't know, I guess I'm asking you guys if you guys are interested in seeing a documentary about us living in the van for a year, everything we experienced, our favorite parts, all that fun jazz, because it is going to take a lot of effort and a lot of time. We both have been going back and forth about it, whether we want to spend the time and the energy to go through all the footage that we have captured over this year's time.
Because if we do decide to make a documentary, it's going to take us probably a month of just editing, so we won't be able to make as many videos. We won't be able to keep up to the every 4 days kind of videos, whereas if we don't do a documentary, we can kind of jump straight into international travel and start making videos. So that's kind of the two options. We're not totally sure. We did not pass a single person on this hike.
Time to make dinner! Hello guys, and welcome to this vlog's edition of Cave Woman Claire's Outdoor Kitchen. Today we will be making chili outside because it is quite chilly outside. So let us get started before the temperatures drop furthermore.
The chef's coat has a nice coat rack. Thank you, Rocks. tough being in Cave Woman Claire's kitchen.
It's tough being a cave woman. It's tough being a woman.
Caveman Chad is out here helping in the kitchen. Best sous chef ever.
Yes, use those sturdy, wide fingers to wash the celery.
I'm good at plucking potatoes.
Yeah, we always say he's got the hands for grabbing potatoes, and I have the hands for plucking fine rice.
Yes.
So while I'm down here cooking dinner and filming on this camera, Chad is up on the rocks flying the drone. And honestly, I don't ever say this, and I don't think I've ever said this, but dream team. It's great having two different talents come together and actually be able to create these videos from two different perspectives. I don't say it at all, like, ever, but it is really nice working with another creative.
So the fire was a lot easier to start than I expected because all the wood is super dry. But we're about to just sit, eat our chili, and warm up by the fire. And tonight we will be watching Isle of Dogs right by our fire and enjoying our chili. We have put all of the wood in the fire. Claire's brushing her teeth. We have made the bed, which means that we are now going to call it a night, and we will see you guys in the morning.
Oh no, Chad!
We'll be okay.
Oh, look at the back of the van.
Well, this is the roughest road we've ever been on.
All this for a lava tube.
Oh God!
I hope my spice rack makes it. So in the midst of all of that chaos, I briefly mentioned that we were going to explore a lava tube today, and we have just made it.
All right, so the reason that I took us the way that we went, so it was 18 miles versus driving like 100 miles around the park for maybe a better road. So we decided to go that way, saved on gas, and we have made it in one piece.
As Chad pops some Tylenol pills.
Anyways, we're about a quarter of a mile away from it, and I can't wait to see it. So we believe we found the lava tube hole, so this will shine down into the cave. This is so cool. Take your time. Oh, it's so dark, you can't see anything. Oh, this is so scary. I love it. All right, watch your head.
Wow, I didn't think it'd be like this.
Me neither. Wow. Okay, it opens up. Whoa. Hey, no way. That's crazy.
What's up, man?
How are you doing?
Good, dude.
This is way cooler. I mean, I knew it would be cool, but I didn't think it'd be this cool. So to give you guys a little bit of information on how this lava tube was formed. So apparently lava was flowing through this cave and the top hardened, but then all the lava underneath was able to keep flowing, which emptied out this cavern so that we can now walk through it. And I guess that there are these small openings where the hardened lava must have crumbled, which has allowed light to come through, and now you get these incredible beams of light. All right, I'll say it now. This is the coolest place we've been on our trip. I love it. This is so unique, incredible.
Dude, imagine living in here. I think it'd be super fun to live in here because it's super nice and cool. You get some sunlight. It's like a little skylight, and there's like a little fire pit over there. And I'm sure like the smoke would just rise and exit through these little holes.
All right, cave woman Claire, maybe our next kitchen addition can go in here. So I'm definitely someone that loves to admire light. I feel like I'm always pointing out, look at the sunset, look at the shadow, look at just the way that light interacts with other things. So just seeing the beams of light come through was just so satisfying. I'm so happy.
So while in the lava tubes, I truly felt a moment of magic. It was so insanely beautiful, and you could just see the little specks of dust floating around in the light. And it really reminded me of the pixie dust in Tinkerbell and how it just streams in and it's just continuous. And I don't know, I just felt so much magic in that moment, and I absolutely loved it. We got some of the most beautiful pictures we've ever taken. If you are in Southern California, definitely check out the lava tubes.
So we have made it to Kelso Dunes, which is one of the oldest and most expansive dunes here in the West. And I believe it covers over 45 miles. I mean, I can just tell it is very big.
So tonight we are making a super tasty pasta dish. All you need is some vodka sauce, pasta of your choice. I've been loving the bow tie pasta. And then mushrooms and leeks or onions. I do prefer leeks in this dish, but we don't have any leeks, so I'm going to be using onions tonight. And I'll also be tossing in this leftover rotisserie chicken, but honestly, you don't need any meat in this dish. It tastes fantastic on its own. My least favorite part is getting the last drops out of the glass jars because you can never get all of it. And I don't like wasting. And then I do this for like the next 5 to 10 minutes. Bon appetit, chatty! It's too much.
Thank you guys so much for watching and for joining us on yet another adventure. We really do appreciate you guys watching. Like, we do not take that for granted. The fact that you're giving us your time. Thank you so much. and we cannot wait to see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Don't sit so close to the edge. A carousel